Large goalie camps suck. And honestly, as a goalie coach perspective, they are great moneymakers. They're also a great way to get a ton of athletes in really quickly. Problem is, I don't do them, and it's for one simple reason. That's because you just don't get a lot of development. I just finished back-to-back weekends of a evaluation camp. So this isn't a teaching camp. This is me running the goalie skates while other evaluators and myself are looking at goalies, trying to see who's going to move on. In the United States, it's your district camp. For us in Michigan, it's in the Maha Selects camp. And I was in charge of putting together all the drills and making sure things ran smoothly. And I like doing this. I like to be on the ice. I like to see kids. I kind of, because it's an evaluation camp, there wasn't a lot of teaching and stuff. Only if I saw something really important would I address it. Now, in each one of these sessions, we had around 8 to 16 kids, so a pretty wide range depending on the age group. Now, I'm in the camps and I've seen camps where there is 20, 30, sometimes even 40 goalies on the ice. And yeah, there's like 5 or 6 nets. There's 3 to 4 goalies per station, and they're rolling around like crazy. And you get a lot of shots. And I don't disagree that a lot of these things they're fun. They're a great experience to meet other goalies, to interact, to travel, maybe to sleepaway camp. Like those are absolutely awesome. The downside of it is you don't get actual development or a whole lot of coaching. That's where I struggle. I'm very good at what I do. The problem is I can only help a goalie if I have the time to be able to stop drills and explain things and progress. And that's why the most goalies I ever have on an ice in a session with me is 3 goalies at a time. And it's for weekend intensives where we skate 5 times over the course of 3 days. And it's just 3 goalies, myself. I might bring a junior instructor to work on a few things or just to learn, but it's 3-to-1 coach ratio. And I really only do these 2 or 3 times a year because I like to focus on the semi-private aspect. I do run private sessions. I don't mind them, but you spend half the time resting anyways. So as a cost-effective way, it makes more sense to do 2 goalies per session. Now, some goalies do need private sessions, especially when you're focusing on something really specific and you just are going to use that full hour to dial in on one thing and you don't really need like a lot of shots. It's a very focused teaching session. That makes sense. After that, once a goalie's kind of got that requisite skill level, then you can honestly, the 2-to-1 sessions in my mind are typically the best. Now, I know people have to schedule travel and all these things depending on where they live and the camps they want to see. And sometimes camps go here and camps go there. And I get it. Not everyone has access to training. I totally understand. So if all you have is a camp that comes to your town once a summer, I get it. It's better than nothing. But if you're in a position to whether travel to a camp or to be around a goalie coach who does consistent lessons, I definitely suggest doing those consistent lessons. Or what a lot of athletes do, I would say about 80% of my summer athletes, they'll come in for a set amount of days. We book a set amount of either private or semi-private sessions over the course of those days. And they get a ton of value and in-depth training. And it really costs exactly the same as a full camp. You just get way more bang for your buck. If I ran a large camp, I would make way more money. However, as much as I would love a lot more money, I mean, I rent a house. I can't afford to buy a house right now. I would much rather focus on the goalies that I have and the ones that come to see me to like get them better. Because that's truly what I care about. Like I want goalies to come to me and leave and being like, I have become a better goalie. Even if it's like one thing that they can take away, totally worth every penny, all the time, the sweat and the tears that come into training. This is purposely a short video because I just wanted to explain why I don't do camps. I get a ton of questions about it. So hopefully if you're watching this, this summarizes it. If you want to come in for a training session or training sessions over the course of a period of time or spread out over the summer or a season, you can also go and click the other link down below. All I want is to be able to help you become the best goalie you can be. And the best way for me to do that is in a one-on-one or a 2-on-1 setting, ideally spread out over the course of several weeks and months. But I get not every situation is the same. Sometimes you have a small window, or if you're like some of my goalies that come in from all around the world, Europe, everywhere, you have to skate a bunch in a shorter period of time. And I make sure you set it up, and I make sure you're skating with me every single time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're interested, like I said, links are below. But if you stayed all the way to the end, I appreciate it. YouTube's probably recommending you a video right here that if you like this one, you will definitely like this one, because the algorithm is really smart. And I trust the algorithm, and hopefully you continue to watch.